No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down? That is not true.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. It's very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it.
Tweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. That was an opinion retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States.
The reason the market
they hold this institution
people are sitting at home getting the checks
they hold
from the government.
Republican Party
and
in
this fair
contempt.
share is
They
a
hold the
bullshit
Democratic
concept.
Party in contempt.
It's just a way of
They
attacking
think that
wealthy
maybe,
people. It's just a
given
way
all
of attacking
the
wealthy
crises
people.
facing
It's just
this
a way of
country,
attacking
it's
wealthy
about
people.
time
It's just a
that
way
there
of
was some
attacking
bold
wealthy people.
leadership
It's just a
here,
way of
and that
attacking
this
wealthy
institution
people.
made some hard choices.
Get your words straight, Jack.
The founder of the Proud Boys is a Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all. He looks like a narc. I mean, the Proud Boys I've been saying for a while, they're clearly the same thing as Antifa. Like, Antifa and Proud Boys just came up out of nowhere with Trump. And we're going to talk about that stuff on our Rock Film Parade. Very, the founder of the Proud Boys is a Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all. He looks like a narc. I mean, the Proud Boys I've been saying for a while, they're clearly the same thing as Antifa. Like, Antifa and Proud Boys just came up out of nowhere with Trump. And we're going to talk about that stuff on our Rock Film Parade. The founder of the Proud Boys is a Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all. He looks like a narc. I mean, the Proud Boys I've been saying for a while,
They had a very bad
they're clearly the same thing as Antifa.
concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. It's very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it.
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. The last couple of weeks. We like to troll. We like to go the night before one of their primaries. We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. We do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
As far as my relationships with
all people. I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
And he's like this, and we will, I need water. Help me. I need water. Help.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
I've got to go. Let me respond. There's a lot to respond to here. Let's get something straight. You shouldn't be disappointed. What I've done so far is more than anybody else has done this far. Okay? Number one. Number two. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it.
Trump.
I'm the only person to. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it. I mean what I say when I say it.
Trump.
I mean what I say when I say it.
If you have a problem,
I mean what I say when I say it.
And you ain't black.
I'm the only person who's ever run on 3 platforms that I was told could not possibly win the election.
As far as
and I never ceased from
my
it.
relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
And he's like this, and we will, I need water. Help me. I need water. Help. And this is on live television.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family.
Who are you worried about? I'll tell you who I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that our workers are seeing a decline in their standard of living. They want to see our industry be rebuilt. That's what they want to see. No more B-2 bombers. No more Star Wars. Let's make the quality products we need. Let's invest in American industry. No, I won't yield. I won't yield. I won't yield.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you'd like to see, help out. If not, vote for the other by.
You will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but Now you gotta be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you gotta be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups.
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on.
It was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest. And I just spoke to my people.
Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
You're dying. That's true. And it is what it is. 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 We're dying. That's true. We're dying. That's true. We're dying. That's true. We're dying. That's true. And it is what it is. We're dying. That's true. We're dying. That's true. We're dying. That's true. We're dying. That's true.
I don't wear masks like him. Every time you see him, he's got a mask. He could be speaking 200 feet away from it. He shows up with the biggest mask I've ever seen.
And this is just the beginning of America First.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
Dumb people, liberal people.
Honestly, Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
Get your words straight, Jack.
And then they have cans of soup. Soup.
Hello, users, and welcome to another hit installment, an episodic installation, of course, of Above It All, the best podcast in the history of podcasts. And we're having a good day this morning. What's up? How's it going? I'm going to turn my heater off. Well, it's actually already off because it's temperature controlled, but I'm going to turn it off entirely. So today is going to be the impeachment debacle, the impeachment hoax, if you will. It's a hoax. It's actually not happening because, you know, the word hoax means it's something that's not true. So if an impeachment is a hoax, therefore that means it's not true. So I will be, I guess, not streaming at 1 p.m. for approximately 5 hours because it's a hoax. But I will be live at about 1 p.m. And so that's going to happen. And we'll see how this goes. It's probably going to be a disaster. But yeah, we're going to have 4 hours for both sides. Oh, 4 hours for both sides. Wait a second. Oh, I thought it was just 4 hours. I didn't know it was 4 hours for both sides. Oh! The impeachment hoax, everybody. The impeachment hoax. Oh my God. Can I really withstand an 8-hour, or I get, you know, because they do that thing where, like, you know, they have all the parts. Am I really going to be able to do a 10-hour live stream? Am I going to be fucking able to do so? Holy shit, this is going to be me by the end of the stream.
And he's like this, and we were, I need water, help me, I need water, help. And he's this.
That's going to be me by the end of the day. So, no, 4 hours on both sides. Okay? Okay, alright, that's a lot more reasonable. Alright, so only about a 6-hour show then. I can withstand that. Play Occuplock instead. It will take less time, probably. Both sides get 2 hours. Okay, there you go. Nah, just do the highlights. Nope, not gonna happen. C-SPAN streams are some of my favorites because it's just free content for me. But yeah, so I've got a jam-packed show for today. As you can see, Max the dog is woofing in the background. I don't know what he's doing. He's just woofing around. Max! Say hello to the stream. Look at this dog. Say hello. It's Max the dog, everybody. It's Max the dog. Hello, Max. Hello. Oh, the doggy. Hello. Oh, okay. Okay, hello. Oh. Y2K, I recently found out that my city has 100 times the safe limit of chloroform in the water. So I have temporarily switched to bottled water, and I have a water filter coming in the mail. But we've got 38 parts per billion of chloroform in our water. So, fuck that shit. Look at this dog! Look at this doggy! Oh. Doggy dog! Oh. It's 100 times more safe. Yep. Oh. Alright, Max is done with me. Thank you, Max. Chloroform sounds dope. Oh my god. It sounds dope. Jesus. Alright. So we got some clips. Some hot clips, hot segments today. Is the Daily Dullard already gone, by the way? Like, did they just, like, really run out of... Like, they were here for, like, the first 10 minutes of the intro, and then they just left as soon as I came on stream? That sounds about right. I should force the vote in my city council to clean up the water. I have a lot of plans when it comes to forcing votes. And they all revolve around my opposition.
Only the really... I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
That's my opposition. Imagine not being in favor of clean water. Couldn't be me. The chloroform is turning the YouTube host gay. Well, I was turned gay before the chloroform, but maybe it's the other way around. Maybe my gayness is making the water have chloroform. I also like how no one has, I think, successfully been able to spell chloroform. Leah, is that how you spell it? I think with the CH. Chloroform. I know it's one of those fucked up words. Yeah, it's a CH. It's chloroform. Frickin' chloroform. Jimmy Dore has the lowest IQ. I think Jimmy Dore is dumb, right? But again, you have Jimmy Dore, Nico House, Fiorella Isabel, like Max Blumenthal, all these people, they're dumb as shit fuck on a fucking shit fuck, right? But then how dumb do you have to be one of their followers? Like, imagine that, right? These people are dumb as fuck, right? But imagine you actually take what they say seriously, and those are your only sources of news. My God, right? My God. Could you
Only the really... I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
They're not sending their best, right? So, like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yes, I will be streaming live. I will probably go live at maybe like 1 to 1:15ish in that range. I might even go live at like maybe 1:30. It really depends. Like, because I gotta edit videos and I want to do some other stuff today and all that happy horse fuck. And so, like, obviously, if C-SPAN is streaming it live, I'll be able to do, like, the 1.5x speed or whatever, and then catch up to the live. So, I'll be live anywhere between 1 and 1:30, and I will be live streaming the impeachment proceedings. So that's going to be the situation. Nico House's debate performance was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Are you talking about with his debate against me? Because, yeah, that was really bad. Hello, Amanda. Thank you for your adoration. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. So, I guess we should just get into the news. There's news that we could get into. And I'm just going to get into it. So, let's see. Max the dog is currently behind me. Hello. Thank you, Max. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Jesus fuck. This dog is one. Oh, Max, I know. I'm doing the fucking thing. Max, I know. I know. You just want to play. I know. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Look at this dog. Max, I know. Max, you're gonna knock my shit off the table with your fucking tail. Anyway, I'm gonna try to cue up this clip here. Alright, y'all. So Max the dog has abandoned me. Is Max a socialist? Max, I had a police on my street the other day. And they knocked on my door because they didn't know what house was what. Like, yeah, that's right. Like, the people that are here in my city to protect and serve just don't know which house is which. So they knocked on my door saying, hey, do you know which house on your street is the one we're looking for? Because somehow their GPS was broken. Their maps were broken. Somehow, like, 4 police cars with 5 or 6 officers couldn't figure out which house was which. So when I opened the door to tell them I didn't know jack shit, Max was like, really, like, Max almost bit this cop. Like, I was trying to hold him back. I had to, like, hold my, like, hand on his mouth, you know, and snout to, like, prevent him from, and he, like, you know, started, like, he got really angry, so he's gonna bite the fuck out of that cop. So, yes, the short answer is Max is a socialist. That's correct. I listened to Doran last night for the first time, and I might never forgive you for that. Why would you, first of all, why would you listen to him without watching me play one of his clips? Like, what is going on here? I didn't tell you to go watch his stream. That couldn't be me. Can we watch Z50 burning his Daisy Dukes again? I mean, just a little bit. I mean, it is really good. Just a little bit.
Levi's.
Only the really, I hate to say this, right, but those with the lowest IQ.
My First Amendment right to not wear Levi's.
What a
It's a nice day out here in the desert.
I fucking... Oh my god. Alright, is that real? That is literally on his account, yeah? Fuck. Can I send you weed money again? I missed your reinstatement. Yes, however, if you do send me weed money, I would highly prefer you send the dollary dues on Cash App, Patreon, or PayPal, because I get that instantaneously. If you send me money right now via YouTube, I will not get the money until March 21st. So I'm just saying, like 2 months from now, I'll be able to get that money. So I'm just throwing that out there. If you want me to get the money before March 21st, you're going to have to figure out how to use one of those things. And if you need my help, I'll try, but that's the situation. Lol, Max cringe. I got remonetized, correct? Is the super chat button there? Is it working? Did I get re-demonized? Did I get unre-demonized? Like, where's the super chat button? Is it there? Is it working? You could mail me an envelope of cash. You could probably, like, bicycle to my house with an envelope of cash faster than that, to be honest. You could probably walk to my house with an envelope of cash. Whoa, Doge down to 69. Breaking news, real quick, before we get into actual news. Doge, 60 motherfucking 9. 60 ass motherfucking 9. That's crazy. $69, no, 6.9 cents. Parasocially happy. Hell yeah. I'm 39 and I have a wife and a girlfriend, but it's not me, it's everyone else. Oh my god. Is this thing on? Hello, real on. N. Czar 70.00. Who doesn't love 69? That's what I'm saying. It says Super Chat isn't available in your region. Well, you know what should be? Cash App, Patreon, or PayPal. I actually don't know if Cash App is available in your region, but Patreon and PayPal should be. Anyway, this clip was from yesterday, but I didn't get around to it. It's actually from the day before, but whatever. This is like a really bizarre segment that I wanted to showcase, so we'll get into this. So Senator Ron motherfucking John ass son was on Fox News, and he was talking about how Nancy Pelosi was inside, like not even like, you know, physically, but in on the Capitol terror storm. So let's watch 15 seconds.
What is this impeachment all about? We now know that 45 Republican senators believe it's unconstitutional. Is this another diversionary operation? Is this meant to deflect away from potentially what the speaker knew and when she knew it? I don't know, but I'm suspicious.
So Ron Johnson over here is saying that the Speaker of the House knew what was going on January 6th. First of all, yeah, sure. The Speaker of the House probably knew what was going to happen. I knew what was going to happen. I'm a stupid, dumb fuck podcaster who dropped out of high school who does YouTube shows in my bedroom. Like, look, this is my studio, right? I live in my bedroom, right? So if I knew that something was going to happen on January 6th, I would hope that the Speaker of the fucking House knows that something would happen on January 6th. But this is like a whole thing that, you know, this guy is just like one of the worst of the worst, right? He is really fucking bad. And like ahead of this impeachment, like again, like Ron Johnson is trying to sit here, oh, they're just trying to deflect. They're just trying to deflect. But literally this dumb motherfucker is doing the exact, like, he's projecting. He is deflecting because he doesn't want anyone to think about what Republicans are responsible, what the election objectors were responsible for. He doesn't want anyone to think that Trump was responsible. So he's deflecting onto, oh, did Nancy Pelosi, like, read a single article on any mainstream media source at all in the last 3 weeks? Because if so, then she must have known something was going to happen. It's like, what? What? Like, again, but if you fall for
Only
this...
the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ
would ever vote for Ron dumbass motherfucking John ass motherfucking son. I swear to God, this guy is definitely not sending his best. So I just wanted to like point that out at the start of today's program. These Republicans, man, they're nutso. They're crazy motherfuckers. And we got to defeat them in the battlefield of ideas if we want to, you know, just do anything. Like, literally, like, if we want to, like, walk our dog, we're gonna have to defeat these motherfuckers. But anyway, yeah, so these guys are crazy, and we're gonna get into more crazies very soon. Why do all of these Republican ghouls look the same? That's a great question. Wisconsin is not sending their best. That's very true, actually. They're not sending their best. I'm FOMOing into some Doge right now. I'm making bad financial decisions while live streaming. $51 to ban him from running again? Is that true? Like, I don't know. I'm not a huge, you know, I don't know all the Senate rules. But do you need to get a conviction or do you just need a majority to ban him? Motherfucking pho. Super chats will reimburse your bad financial decisions. Well, I hope, but also, I know you need 2/3 for a conviction, but do you need a conviction before a ban? It's 51 to ban, but I think you need a conviction. Okay, that's what I think as well. Or rather, that's what I thought. I'm not sure. Hello, bye. Hello, bye. Doge is popping off. Is the bubble popped? Is it over? Someone just fucking dumped $3 million worth of Dogecoin on Binance? Anyway, I don't want to talk about Dogecoin. Instead of like monitoring my, viewers, like I've got 80 viewers right now. That's crazy. I didn't even know that because on my other monitor, I just have Dogecoin on. So fuck that shit. I don't care how many viewers I have. Who gives a shit? All I give a shit about is my Doge. Not to be confused with that Doge, as you can see. Fucking Max the dog. Z50 with the money. Z50, Z50 is getting fin-domed right now. Like, can we talk about this? Z50 is getting hardcore fin-domed? Holy shit. Holy fuck. Hold up.
Levi's. Just showing that, my First Amendment right. My First Amendment right to not wear Levi's. Yep. I've been wearing Levi's for 40 years. Burn them. Burn them till there are no more.
Thank you, Z50. Thank you. Oh my god. God bless. Oh, Jesus. Can we get Z50 as a sound drop? We might, actually. I think Z50 is so good. Oh my god. It's my First Amendment right to not wear Levi's. Imagine saying that. Oh. Alright, so speaking of things that you just can't imagine people saying. Here's a clip of Lindsey Graham. Not to be confused with the Cracker, which is mysteriously very similar to his visual. But Lindsey Graham, unlike the Cracker, but very similar to the Cracker, is on Fox News with some really bizarre stuff. So let's watch.
I want to interview Joe Biden. I want to interview Kamala. I want to interview Pelosi. I want to interview Maxine Waters. I want to interview Cory Booker, Eric Holder. I got a whole list. Would you consider...
So I just want to be honest. Like, why do you want to interview Cory Booker and Eric Holder? Like, what? So, okay, let me get this straight. So it's the Democratic leader of, the House and the president. And then it's just like every single black person that they can think of at that moment. So like, okay, so you got the president. I think I remember him. You got Nancy Pelosi. And then, just name as many black senators and congresswomen as you can possibly think of. Or just people that, like, aren't even, like, in government anymore, that were in government, like, fucking, like, 8 years ago. Just think of as many as you possibly could. All right, so, like, it's just like, what?
Kamala, I want to interview Pelosi. I want to interview Maxine Waters. I want to interview Cory Booker, Eric Holder.
Why do you want to interview Cory Booker? Why do you want to interview Eric Holder?
Would you consider looking at my list?
Yeah, I'll be glad to look at it, but unlike you, I actually have to sit there and listen to all this. I'm hoping
that's a good point. I'm not going to be watching every minute.
Yeah. I have to. Yeah, I got to listen to this crap.
I'm going to be honest. This is actually like hardcore funny as hell. This is like, can we like maybe get this as a sound drop? Like, unlike you, I'm going to be actually here to listen to all this. This is actually really funny. All right.
Yeah, I'll be glad to look at it, but unlike you, I actually have to sit there and listen to all this. I'm hoping
that's a good point. I'm not going to be watching every minute.
Yeah. I have to. Yeah, I got to listen to this crap. So I hope by Sunday or Monday the trial will be over. Here's what I can tell you: if the House managers want to call one witness, the defense is going to call all the people you named and then some. To my,
I want to interview.
This is such a good clip.
My list.
Yeah, I'll be glad to look at it, but unlike you, I actually have to sit there and listen to all this. I'm hoping
that's a good point. I'm not going to be watching every minute.
Yeah. I have to. Yeah, I got to listen to this crap. So I hope by Sunday or Monday the trial will be over. Here's what I can tell you: if the House managers want to call one witness, the defense is going to call all the people you named and then some.
Jesus Christ. This is Lindsey Graham. Again, not to be confused with the particular sort of Cracker. Again, I don't know what their fascination is with Cory Booker. I'm going to be honest, all right? I have never seen Cory Booker in the news. Outside of that marijuana legalization thing that he just did, I haven't seen Cory Booker in the news since he tried and failed to run for president, right? But these people just like are obsessed with him. It's just so bizarre. Right? It's like, yeah, Cory Booker, man. Cory fucking Booker. It's like, what? Why? What is your fucking problem with Cory Booker? Like, it's just, Eric Holder. What has Eric Holder done in the last like fucking like 7 years? Like, what is this? Like, what is these people's problems? Fuck.
Looking at my list.
Yeah, I'll be glad to look at it, but unlike you, I actually have to sit there and listen to all this.
I fucking can't. Oh my god.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I just fucking can't, dude. So this is the Republicans last night. This is what their plan of action is. I can't wait for 1 p.m. Let's get it. Oh my god. Remember when they confused Cory Booker with Cori Bush in the House? On Fox News, remember when they were like, yeah, Cori Bush was the one who ran for president and failed. Remember that? Or like, remember when they confused Cori Bush and Jamal Bowman? Like, oh yeah, Cori Bush was out there doing this thing that Jamal Bowman did, but who's Jamal Bowman? Oh my god, these people, again, oh, they're just...
As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
Oh my god. I actually started coffee again yesterday. Or was it yesterday or the day before? Sunday. I started coffee again Sunday. I've been having a half a cup of coffee every day since Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I had a half a cup of coffee at about 7:30 a.m. But it's now 10:30. So there you go. I love my covfefe. I love covfefe. I love me some covfefe. Oh shit. So I got like when Doge dipped, I'm just throwing this out there, I got a bunch more Doge. So I'm feeling like a lot more confident in my position in Doge from this dip. Assuming it doesn't go back down. Assuming Doge does not flatline or go all the way back down below 7 cents again, I got a pretty good position. Let's woof it up, y'all. Let's get that shit to 10 cents. Let's get it for $1. Right? Can we get some Dogecoin? Reminder, I'm not a professional. Reminder, I'm just a user. I'm just giving my opinion. You got the Doge dip? Fuck yes, buddy. Everyone buy that motherfucking dip. Except, again, don't put any money into the market that you cannot lose. Reminder, I'm not a professional. Do not sue me. I'm not legally liable if you make any financial mistakes. Just had a cup before my workout. Hell yes. Dope sweater. Thank you. I got this sweater from Stitch Ass Motherfucking Fix. That's right. Ugh. Okay. I'ma get some. Get some Doge or get some coffee. Because both of those are actually pretty good ideas. So I'm just sitting here picturing a dog dipping its nose. Their nose, thank you very much. Their nose into a bowl of water. That's what Max does. He loves to go for a dip and then see what's up. Bitcoin is cheap too. Bitcoin is not cheap. Bitcoin is like at its all-time high right now. Like Bitcoin has literally never been higher than this at this current moment in time. Like, isn't Bitcoin's all-time high 47,000? Or, like, I'm pretty sure, like, that is not true. Right now, Joe Chen, I'm just letting you know right now. Like, I'm just letting you know right now.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down, that is not true.
Thank you. I tried to super chat 1 cent and it won't let me. That's a shame. Hello, Ronnie. What's the story? I don't know. There's just a lot going on. What's up with the Doom gameplay lately? That's why I subscribed. I'll get back to it soon, I promise. It hit 48K last night, 49K. Well, 47K is still not cheap. I'm sorry. Or 46 is still, it's 46.9, so fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, it's loud? Yeah, it might be loud. I have my gain filter on. I'm sorry. Like Fox News clips are usually super low volume, so it's like, I'm super sorry about that. But I'll play Doom again, don't worry. Like, it's my favorite game. I'll get back into it, I take breaks every now and then. I'm allowed. 100K is coming. Reminder, I sold my Bitcoin at fucking 41. Anyone know how to make... Just send me a clip and I can do it. Whew. Alright, so we got some very interesting stuff. A Quest bar instead of me buttered Pop-Tarts? Hell yes. Reminder, I just opened a box of the s'mores. Hell yes, buddy. Hell yes. About to get these s'mores. We got 21 grams of protein, 14 grams of fibrous, beautiful, what is it, soluble corn fiber? What do they got in here? Soluble motherfucking corn fiber. Hell yes, that's my shit. Bitcoin is cheap when it's below 1 Mio. What is a Mio? Z50 again. This is from someone who can't donate. I got you covered. Oh, okay. Hell yeah. For someone. Hell yes. Thank you, Z50. Again, Z50 is getting hardcore fin-domed. This is great. And people tell me, don't bully your viewers. It'll make them go away. Don't bully your viewers. It'll make them unsubscribe. No way. I bully my viewers and they give me money. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Fin-ass, fem-ass, dom. Hell yes. The Quest sponsorship has not come through yet. Unfortunately, you're going to have to keep begging them on Twitter. Here's what you should do. Step 2. Step 2. If y'all have a Quest product in your home, take a photograph of that Quest product and post it on Twitter and at Quest Nutrition. Say that you're about to enjoy some Quest bar or Quest pizza or Quest whatever, and say that, you know, shout outs to me for providing that idea, and then say that they should sponsor me. Attach a photograph of you actually having a Quest product. That way, you know, we can get some shit done. OMG, the fucking grift. Hell yes, buddy. You gotta grift somehow. Lady wrestler Maki Ito is big into bullying her followers, and she's getting much more famous every day. I love that. The peanut butter cup, take a fucking photograph, buddy. Just at me on Twitter and say Andrea, and then, like, you know, you link my YouTube or link my Twitter or whatever. Shredded corn husk. Please stop. Please stop. Soluble corn fiber is good because it's indigestible. At least that's my understanding of it. I could be wrong. I haven't researched it too much, but the whole point of fiber is that it's indigestible. So, like, the soluble, or, like, you know, like the corn, like the fibrous material in the corn is the best material. Like, the rest of the corn is probably pretty garbage, but I almost told a beta male fuckboy cuck. I almost told a beta male fuckboy cuck. IFYM. What is IFYM? That sounds bad? What sounds bad? What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you people?
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened.
For such a thing happened. That's correct, Y2K, huh? But again, like, it's all about the, like, fiber, you don't digest it. You're not getting any nutritional value from it. It's just, you know, pushing your shit through. Literally. I'm not sure if I can come up with a good tweet like last time, but it'll take a pic of me just... There you go. That'll do it. Like, just like, you know, at them, at me, and say that I was responsible. Soluble fiber is good for cleaning your arteries. Insoluble fiber is good for cleaning your intestines. I mean, like, they both play into each other, absolutely. Fiber also sticks the fat and takes it out. Absolutely. Findom. Love to see it. Where do I send it? You could just send me on, you know, Twitter DM or whatever. Corn uses more fertilizer than other crops. I agree. That is, we're on no disagreement whatsoever. We need to end big corn, and the first way to do that is to strip Iowa caucus of their first in the nation, presidential elections. Strip that shit, and then no one will care about them ever again. I evacuate 3 times in the morning. Love it. Our great People in Law and Order. It's so good. The bacteria in your lower digestive tract break down the fiber. Yep. Multicolored popcorn and made fresh corn tortillas from blue corn. Yeah, corn can be good. I mean, it really does depend on. But anyway, we'll talk about corn later. Let's talk about this situation that is extremely funny. So, if you remember, slightly before Donald Trump incited a fucking group of boomer terrorists to try to kill people at the Capitol, and they did, of course, kill 5 people at the Capitol. Before that, like a few days before that, people were talking about impeaching him for his phone call with the Georgia Secretary of State. Now, I did a full stream of this leaked audio, so if you missed that somehow, I would highly recommend going to watch the full stream. But I want to, before I read this article, I want to play some of the greatest hits from that stream.
Early in the morning, they went to the table with the black robe, the black shield, and they pulled out the votes. Those votes were put there a number of hours before. Really, how many people do that? You mean they moved out and then they said, "Ah, the hell with it, I'll move back in"? You know, it doesn't sound like a very normal. You mean they moved out, and what, they missed it so much that they wanted to move back in? Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, and then
even before you do that, and not even including that, that's why I hardly even included that number. Although in one state we have a tremendous amount of dead people, so I don't know. I'm sure we do in Georgia too. I'm sure we do in Georgia too. In my opinion, it's never too late. So, little double sound act. So that's the story, fellas.
All right, so those are the greatest hits. But again, I highly recommend watching the full Georgia phone call stream that I did, because the whole thing was fucking just incredibly bizarre. But again, Georgia Secretary of State's office launches criminal probe into Trump's election phone call. So this is from Reuters. Let's read. Washington, Reuters. Georgia's Secretary of State office opened a probe on Monday into former U.S. President Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the state's 2020 election results, a step that could lead to a criminal investigation by state and local authorities. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger had faced calls to open a probe after Trump was recorded in a January 2nd phone call pressuring Raffensperger to overturn the state's election results based on unfounded voter fraud claims. The Secretary of State's office investigates complaints it receives, said Walter Jones, a spokesman for Raffensperger's office, also the former congressman of my district who died before I moved here, describing the investigation as fact-finding and administrative. Any further legal efforts will be left to the Attorney General, he said. The probe, which was first reported by Reuters, was prompted by a complaint filed on Monday by George Washington University law professor John Banzhaf. Banzhaf told Reuters he spoke with an investigator in Raffensperger's office on Monday, hours after he filed the complaint requesting a probe into Trump's potential election interference. It was his 4th such complaint to Georgia officials since the January 2nd phone call. Jason Miller, a Trump advisor, said there was nothing improper or untoward about a scheduled call between President Trump, Secretary Raffensperger, and lawyers on both sides. If Mr. Raffensperger didn't want to receive calls about the election, he shouldn't have run for Secretary of State. Oh my God. No good, no good. Legal experts say Trump's phone calls may have violated at least 3 criminal election laws: conspiracy to commit election fraud, criminal solicitation to commit election fraud, and intentional interference with performance of election duties. The felony and misdemeanor violations are punishable by fines or imprisonment. Let's go! If Trump were prosecuted, he would likely argue that he genuinely believed the election was rigged against him. The expert said nothing that criminal laws generally require a guilty state of mind or deliberate intent to carry out a crime, and that this may be a high hurdle to clear in this case. In the January 2nd phone call, Trump urged Raffensperger, a fellow Republican, to find enough votes to overturn his Georgia loss. The transcript, quote, Trump telling Raffensperger, "All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes," which is the number Trump needed to win. On January 6th, the day of the U.S. Capitol riots, Trump bragged about the call in a speech to supporters. People love that conversation because it says what's going on, he said. These people are crooked. In addition, 2 Democratic lawmakers in the U.S. House of Representatives, Kathleen Rice of New York and Ted Lieu of California, asked in a January 4th letter to the Federal Bureau of Investigation for a criminal probe into Trump's call to Raffensperger. And you can read the rest of this article yourself if you so choose. But again, I really hope that they fucking throw this guy in jail. Again, reminder, we were talking about impeaching this motherfucker for the phone call, and then he decided to go and kill cops on January 6th. So there's a lot of bullshit going on. Yeah, so, my lord. But again, in the words of our president,
in my opinion, it's never too late. So, little double sound deck. So that's the story, fellas.
My God, he is not sending his best. Let me just tell you. How's everyone doing today? Can I get a vibe check? Drink at the word probe. Maybe. Buffering? What? I'm not buffering. Fake news. Vibing here. Are we vibing with Biden? Are we vibing with Biden? What's going on? How are we feeling about old Joe?
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Love my friend Joe. Love that guy. Woke, baked, and having coffee. That's pretty good. Want about Trump failed suicide? Please convert that to English for me. Staring into the void would be hilarious. Joe Biden is a senile fool. Tim Maine in the membrane is my jam. I love that jam.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
Imagine, I literally, there's so much mental illness going on there. I just... Motherfuck. Alright, everyone. I got some other stuff I'm going to talk about, I guess. Like, what the fuck else was there? I'm going to get into this Amazon thing. Oh, Jason Miller is trending again right now. Oh, this is just in reference to the Reuters article? Okay. That's epic. All right. So how's everyone doing today? Like, again, I know I keep asking that, but I'm going to... I've got this article here about the Amazon situation. And I'm very interested in talking about that. So, we'll see how this goes. But again, yesterday people were telling me to look into the Amazon union situation. And so I found this article. Oh God. Oh, Lord. This is a pop-up, not a paywall. Thank you for that. All right. What's Doe got? Ooh, 71. No good. No good. All right. I agree. You did this to me. No. Woker than most. Al Woker. Oh my God. Tim Kaine was the DNC chairman in 2010 when the GOP did their huge gerrymandering campaign, and he did nothing about it. Isn't that wonderful? Love ya, love your show. Please bully me. Ronnie M, I am going to fucking crush you with my fucking toes, motherfucker. I'm just kidding. Or am I? Anyway, so I've got this article here from the American Prospect about the union solidarity on eve of historic Amazon warehouse election. This article is published February 8th. I'm going to read this article up until, I guess I can just read the whole thing. Because apparently there's this huge thing going on with an Amazon union. Or with trying to develop an Amazon union in Alabama, of all places. I know a lot of people say Alabama is a red state, no one cares, but this is happening in Alabama, so let's read. On Saturday, February 6th, 2 days before the start of a decisive unionization vote, representatives from various unions across the country and Amazon employees gathered in the rain on a green field. Despite the weather, they made a show of unity with the Retail, Wholesale, and Department Store Union, RWDSU, which is leading a unionization campaign to represent about 5,800 workers who toil in Amazon's enormous warehouse. A day earlier, the National Labor Relations Board, NLRB, ruled that RWDSU's union ballots can be mailed out on Monday, February 8th, rejecting Amazon's objections and calling for an in-person vote, Leading up to the vote, Amazon has thrown all its might behind the efforts to throttle the union election. Now, with the NLRB's decision clearing the way, RWDSU and a united labor movement are pushing ahead in the hopes of coming out victorious against Amazon, amid fluttering American flags and the sweet sounds of favorites of the union rally playlist like Irving Berlin's God Bless America, not my thing, or Montel Jordan's This Is How We Do It, that's a little bit better. RWDSU organizers busied themselves plunking yard signs into the muddy earth. Vote union yes. Don't back down. Remember, mail your yes ballot. The RWDSU's leading campaign organizer, Joshua Brewer, spoke with passion and determination, holding a microphone in one hand and a coffee cup in the other, God bless. He highlighted the obstacles they braved to get to this point, not least the rain showering down on him. Hopefully the rain was not inside the coffee cup. We started with a dozen workers in Bessemer, and we grew to thousands, and it happened fast, and it happened because of people like you who supported them, Brewer said. More than 100 supporters held up soggy placards. They included union memberships from Communications Workers of America Local 3902, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 136, and the United Mine Workers of America, the Iron Workers Local 92, United Auto Workers Local 2083, and the American Federation of Teachers. This could be the difference between Amazon being what it is, corporate greed, and a provider of working class jobs, says Thomas Morrissey of the Teamsters Local 25, who came down from Boston for the rally. Last month, Morrissey, a trainer for drivers and tractor trailers, joined his fellow Local 25 members in the Hunts Point Produce Market picket line in the Bronx. The Hunts Point strike at the largest food wholesaler in the world was about specific demands for higher wages and better benefits, and it ended with workers winning their largest pay raise in decades. By contrast, successfully forming a union in an Amazon warehouse, Morrissey says, would be a spark that could literally take off across the country. Morrissey says that he makes these trips to create kind of a world he wants to, to create the kind of a world he wants his kids to live in. Tears welling in his eyes, he tells me. Sending pictures to my son down here in the rain is a big deal. That's beautiful, I just want to say. But again, this whole thing about Amazon unionizing, if Amazon were able to create a union, not just in Alabama, not just in this location in Alabama, but all across the country, whether like all across the world, imagine that situation. If every single person in Amazon was like, we can just strike and then your entire country or your entire company shuts down, right? That would be brilliant. That would be amazing. And that's the kind of power that we're building here. And by we, I mean they, because I'm just a podcaster sitting in my bedroom. Amazon workers from other states joined the rally too. We can only be as good as how we treat our lowest paid workers, says Zach, an Amazon driver from Louisiana. He lost his previous job due to the pandemic and has been on Amazon's payroll since August of 2020. He earns $15.50 hourly and works an average of 30 hours a week. Amazon kind of benefited from the capture of lots of people losing their jobs and being desperate for income, said Zach. I'm so used to people telling me that it's impossible to form a union in the South. It's impossible to form a union in Louisiana. But these guys are fighting, and if they can win this union here in Alabama, it means much better things for workers throughout the South. Mail-in ballots began to go out on Monday to an estimated 5,800 members of the bargaining unit. Brewer said many of these workers come from union households, where their relatives are beseeching them to vote yes on the union. This is a union town, said Brewer of Bessemer, located just outside of Birmingham, Alabama's, Birmingham, Alabama's biggest city. It's long been a union town. It's going to continue to be a union town. Alabama has one of the highest union densities in the South, with an estimated 180,000 unionized workers, about 8% of the workforce. While quite low historically, that's higher than in neighboring states like Georgia and Tennessee. Bessemer is a small industrial town of 27,000 residents, founded in 1887 by coal magnate Henry de Bar de Leben and nicknamed the Marvel City. Described on the town's website as an economic engine driving development in the Birmingham-Hoover metropolitan area. If you dig deep into Alabama's history, it has such a strong union history with the steelworkers, said Jason Kobelius, co-chair of Birmingham Democratic Socialists of America. Unions are standing up for things that are bigger than them. And then we have a quote here from Bernard. It cannot be overstated how powerful it will be if Amazon workers in Alabama vote to form a union. Amazing. Love it, love it, love it. And we'll just wrap up this article here, because why not? Give you all the info. It's worth it. In the 1930s, Birmingham's Mine Mill Union went on strike against steel companies over union recognition, including Tennessee Coal and Iron, one of the biggest steel companies of its time. An incubator of the Jefferson Country Ku Klux Klan, Mine Mill represented a multiracial workforce of iron ore miners that was about 80% African American. Mine Mill's president was white, while its vice president was black. The multiracial union inspired future generations of civil rights leaders and workers as it served up a radical example of militancy and audacity. Again, this is great. Again, you can't not love this shit. Jeff Bezos recently stepped down as CEO of Amazon, so I don't know who the new bad guy is, but either way, Amazon is one of the worst companies in the history of this fucking planet, and they need to get some power stripped away from them in any capacity, and that's what hopefully this will accomplish. Armed with the knowledge of these past struggles, members of the St. Louis and Birmingham chapters of DSA have been supporting the Amazon workers since the organizing campaign began in October. They turned out for the rally clad in signature red sweaters and holding handmade signs with the emblem of the rose. Amazon has been working to discourage workers from joining the union. Early on Saturday, I saw a woman in her early 20s filling up her car at a nearby gas station while wearing a lanyard with an Amazon pin, showing a smiley face spelled out "Vote No" in white letters against a red background. She says, Amazon put it on us. Oh my God, it's so good. All newly hired workers got the pin when they started the job, says the woman. She's only been at the Bessemer warehouse for a month and tells me that she loves it in comparison to her last job at Walmart. Even though she's not included in the bargaining unit for the upcoming election, she's attended the company's mandatory captive audience meetings where she says Amazon educates workers with anti-union messages. Ugh. Ugh. Right? If it's anything that can help us, I'm for it, says another worker. When asked about the union, she's been on the job for over 6 months, so she is eligible to vote. Before Amazon, she worked as a production operator at a non-union auto plant. Amazon is telling her to vote no, and that the workers can do it without dues, she says, referring to the name of Amazon's union-busting website. But she's also spoken with a friend's husband who has a union job that provides retirement benefits and health insurance. Through Amazon, she has a 401k and health insurance, but she says the union has kind of some positive stuff. I just want to say another thing. A lot of these workers seemingly just joined Amazon in the last couple months. And this is something that we should just do all across the country, is we should have a bunch of people, especially when everyone's vaccinated, organize campaigns to just, try to get involved in Amazon or Walmart or other major corporations, really anywhere, right? Just get a couple thousand people, right? And give them, some supplementary wages with fundraising and say, hey, just go find minimum wage corporate jobs and try to en masse get hired for a year and then try to unionize. That should be the strategy. Do it with Amazon, do it with Walmart, do it with all these big tech companies. Just go in there, work for a year, right, undercover, and then boom, just form a union. It's like that's what we should do. Like, it's amazing. Jennifer Bates, a union supporter, has been at Amazon since May 2020. She started as a stower, someone who packs and stores bins of various sizes for delivery, but is now a learning ambassador, Amazon's term for a trainer. Bates says one of her trainees was so excited about the union that she tried to sign up her father, a former union worker. Well, honey, you can't sign up your father because he don't work here, Bates told the trainee. Other workers, Bates says, went home and asked their parents about signing a union card. One parent, Bates said, answered, "Sign that card, honey, and take it back down there. You need it." "I believe we will make history," she adds. As the rally neared its end, people wearing hats and heavy coats milled about in the cold, biting wind, their masks wet and loose on their face, their shoes stinking into the dried grass, turning to mud, umbrellas raised to the ground, gray skies. People were still whispering about how Senator Bernie Sanders sent union supporters and workers 40 pizzas earlier in the day. God bless Bernard. Later that night, Sanders tweeted his support. "It cannot be overstated how powerful it will be if Amazon workers in Alabama vote to form a union. They are taking on powerful anti-union forces in strong anti-union state, but the victory will benefit every worker in America." Sanders' words, "Their victory will benefit every worker in America," catch a theme of the rally, the idea that labor unions provide generational stewardship for future workers. Randy Hadley, president of the RWDSU's Mid-South Council, tells the crowd of the precedent a unionized Amazon would set. "Let's make a difference in our future," Hadley says. "Our children, our grandchildren are going to end up working one day at a place like Amazon, and we need to fix it and make it better." So that's the situation going on down in Alabama. And we'll see how this plays out, but it's really just so good. Like, again, this is so good. So I just want to say thank y'all for sending me the story yesterday. And I'm going to try to keep up on this because, again, really the strongest way that we can have left-wing politics in this country is not by electing someone like AOC to Congress, but it's by giving AOC the support she needs to go into Congress and say, hey, these people are going to fuck up this economy if you don't give them what they need. Right, if we could organize a general strike, and again, I don't think we can do this in the next year, maybe the next 5 years, maybe 10 years. If we could organize unions all across this country to form a general strike in some point in the future, at that point, the sky is the limit for what we would be able to accomplish. And this is how this stuff begins. Unions have been decimated basically since the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. Union membership, especially throughout the 80s, has been just completely destroyed. And even Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, Democratic presidents, right, you'd think, right, even they're strongly anti-union. And I don't quite know where Joe Biden stands on this. He seems to come across as a guy who likes unions, but I know he's a lying piece of shit. So, again, we don't have any friends when it comes to those high up in politics, except for people like Bernard and except for people like the Squad. And them amplifying these voices is, again, doing a huge service to these people. So this is really, really, really good stuff. And we need to work to do this. Again, what we should do is organize DSA chapters to just salt fucking random ass fucking like corporate like shits, you know, like everyone in a certain state, like get thousands of people. Just, hey, everyone, let's go work at fucking, you know, any, like, Amazon, Walmart, you know, like, you know, whatever. Like, there's a lot of other corporate, you know, chains, you know, like McDonald's, you know, like that kind of shit. Like, let's just go in there, work for a year, and then unionize. Right? Like, I mean, theoretically, it's that easy. And that's something that we should continue to strive for. And again, solidarity with all the Amazon workers. This is great, 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 great stuff. And God bless. Exactly. Of course, Stan, it needs to be organized. That's what I'm saying. We got time to organize. Let's do it. I wonder what the MPP's take is on this. Oh, God. Hit the likes, people. Like the fucking stream, people. Like the fucking stream. We need Bernie and the squad inside, and we need DSA on the outside playing off of each other. Exactly. Can't you grow your own cannabis? I think theoretically anyone can grow their own cannabis. If you can grow a tomato, I think you can grow cannabis. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's slightly more difficult, but, you know. The Walmart subreddit is based as fuck. They're ready for an armed revolt. Oh, Jesus. I mean, Walmart's got guns in there, so, you know, it wouldn't be that hard. This is a parody account, satire, non-actionable. Speaking of this being a parody account, let's look at Doge. Doge, again, still at 71. Or rather, 7.1, I should say. I'll grab some more Doge. Fuck it. I'll grab some more Doge. I'm FOMOing right now. FOMOing, for, of course, those that don't know, stands for fear of missing out. I'm FOMOing into some Doge. Whatever. Who cares? Bada boom, baby, bada boom. OMG, check Discord. Sam Cedars being epic. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. I love when Sam Cedars epic. Oh, no? Oh, no. Glenn Greenwald, why? What the fuck? What? Okay. Why is Glenn Greenwald such like a real, like such a bad person? This is okay. All right, y'all. All right, breaking news, everyone. I'm gonna make this a segment. Fuck it. All right, so you know what? Let's cue the music. Let's cue the music. So Glenn Greenwald decided to post cringe on Twitter. Because presumably he's really upset that Sam Cedar and everyone else has just been making fun of him. Again, Glenn Greenwald is in an armored compound with security forces because he's afraid of people in his country killing him. Yet he mocks AOC for nearly dying at a Capitol insurrection attempt where 5 people were killed. Right, so Sam Cedar called him out on his show a while ago, I guess, maybe like a week ago or whatever. Is really good. And Glenn Greenwald says, you can't tell if it's sarcasm to say that some guy who chatters on YouTube with liberal banalities and obsessive fixations on other YouTube personalities does brave and important work in fighting against repressive governments? Does this help? Now again, Glenn Greenwald has been going on Tucker Carlson's show simping for Donald Trump because, oh, if I simp for Donald Trump every single day, maybe he'll pardon Assange. If I just say I love Donald, your hair looks amazing today, Donald, please pardon Assange. Right, so whenever you criticize Glenn Greenwald in any capacity, right, the response from him and his fanboys is always, oh, but he went on there to try to get Assange pardoned. Do you not think pardoning Assange is a good thing? Well, did Assange get pardoned by Trump? No! So, what was all that for? Oh, right! All it was carrying water for right-wingers and just giving them more legitimacy on the left. That's all it was, right? So Glenn Greenwald, again, as soon as he self-censored himself from The Intercept, right, one of the editors was like, hey, this is a little bit too redundant and cringy. Can you, like, kind of, you know, pepper it up a little bit? He was like, no! How dare you say that I shouldn't use the same word in a paragraph 8 times? I just want to talk about Hunter Biden's laptop. I'm being censored! Right, so he quit. He rage quit The Intercept like a fucking stupid fucking baby child. And then went on this fucking tour involving going on Joe Rogan's show to shit talk transgender people. Right, so, okay, step 1, pretend to get censored on your own outlet. Step 2, quit your own outlet, pretend to get censored. Step 3, go on Joe Rogan's show to talk about how transgender people are evil and are beating the shit out of real women. I'm sorry. Go fuck yourself, Glenn Greenwald. And then this guy recently went on on Jimmy Dore's show. Jimmy Dore's show, by the way, that famously supported Bolsonaro, the same motherfucker that has been trying to, in Glenn's own words, kill him. That's why he's got an armored compound. That's why he's got security, because of Bolsonaro and his goons. So he goes on Jimmy Dore's show, which, by the way, again, supported Bolsonaro and supported the smear campaign that led to Lula da Silva being sent to jail, right? So Jimmy Dore is a huge fan of that. Glenn Greenwald goes on there to say, AOC! Right? And so, like, Sam Cedar just makes fun of him. And so Sam Cedar responds here. I love this image. This image is just so good. Alright. So Sam Cedar responds with, incidentally, Just Coffee Co-op is a great cooperative fair trade coffee roaster in Madison, Wisconsin. They are incredibly supportive of the coffee growers they purchase from. They provided free coffee to those protesting Koch-funded Scott Walker. Glenn is simping for Jimmy Dore. And then it's like an image of an emoji. I love to imagine, like, Sam Cedar's looking through his phone trying to figure out how to use an emoji, and he just can't figure it out, so he just Googles, like, shrug emoji or whatever. Like, that's so good. It's so good. Oh my god, that's so good. Let me look at more of these replies. I was told, Vic Berger has a good reply. Someone send me Vic Berger's reply. Because I just like this Glenn Greenwald thing is, again, he did like really genuinely good work, right? When it comes to the whole Bolsonaro situation. But like, he thinks, and again, this is my thing. If you do one good thing in your life, automatically that means you're immune from criticism for the rest of your life. Send it to me on Discord. I just don't understand. Like, so if I go like work at a food bank for like 6 weeks, right? Does that mean I could go on like, you know, a killing spree and then people would say, oh, well, she did work at a food bank for 6 weeks. So, I mean, you know, honestly, can you like, you know, like what is this fucking dumb garbage, dude? I really just, it's so fucking bizarre. Oh my God. All right. So, Vic Berger says, Glenn, are you going to cry about Sam on Tucker's show tomorrow night? It's so good. Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I just don't understand Glenn Greenwald's dumb bullshit shit fuck. Why are the turf wars and trans hate seemingly getting worse? Democrats are in power, so Republicans and socially conservative leftists, which by the way, also called fascists, just want to figure out something to, like a hill to die on. So again, Glenn Greenwald went on Joe Rogan's show, said, oh, I've got a trans friend. I don't have a trans friend. Why would he? Glenn Greenwald said, I know someone who has a trans kid, and this person said to me that they're afraid of their kid being trans because they think that they're being ideology poisoned by Tumblr or something. And then he said, but my friend who's a parent of a trans kid loves their kid, but she's just afraid that their kid is being poisoned by left-wing ideology. Okay, I've got news for you, right? You cannot love your transgender child and then also think that they're poisoned by left-wing ideology. You can't do both. I'm sorry, you gotta choose one, right? And Glenn Greenwald is using trans kids to try to push this narrative that like trans women are like rapists and they're gonna try to like fucking groom children into going trans. The guy's gross. Right? And I sent him an email about it because people recommended I send him an email to try to get him on my show. He responded and said he would love to have a conversation with me. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh, I'm just going to stop responding. As soon as I asked when to set it up and say what I disagreed with him on, he just stopped responding. So the guy claims to love free speech. The guy claimed, he even responded to my email. He said, let's talk. Let's get it done. I would love to talk to a trans person on trans issues. Where is he? He's not on my show. He's on Jimmy Dore's show. Again, Jimmy Dore, the same guy who simped for Bolsonaro. Bolsonaro, the same guy who is responsible for Glenn Greenwald fearing for his own personal safety. The guy's a fucking goofball. At this point, if you take Glenn Greenwald seriously, at this point, I'm sorry, but the guy's a goofball. You're a goofball. You need to get a new grift and find some new heroes because this guy is a fucking moron. Thank you. But thank you for sending that to me, because I love shitting on Glenn Greenwald. Like, I'm down to shit on Glenn Greenwald any day of the week. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. Fuck him. Fuck that guy. But goddamn, that's actually really funny. I really thank you for sending that to me. That's extremely funny. Oh, that's extremely funny. He probably checked out your show and realized you would destroy him with facts and logic. Maybe. That sounds about right. Filthy radicalized lib. Oh my god. Can you do a show on these grifters' careers as corporate lawyers? I mean, I know Bree is a corporate lawyer or was a corporate lawyer, but again, I am much more interested in, you know, I don't like doing deep dives on people's history. That's not my shit. If someone else wants to do it and send me the info, that's fine. But that's way too much work for very little gain, in my opinion. I mean, again, you know, if Glenn Greenwald wants to apologize and say, I'm sorry for talking about how trans kids are evil on a show in front of millions of people, and I'm sorry for supporting Donald Trump for 4 years because I thought he might pardon Assange. Like, Assange, how much of a cuck, like a beta male cuck, do you have to be to say, I will support Donald Trump just because if I do, he might pardon Assange? What? So you're going to compromise your entire, like, ostensibly all of your principles because of something that might happen? What? Come on. But, like, if he wants to apologize for it in this new era of Biden's administration, feel free. But it doesn't seem like that's what he's doing. He seems like he's just fucking quadrupling down over and over and over again. Scoop, Schumer expects the House impeachment managers to present a very strong case with some new compelling evidence, though he did not allude to what the... Ooh. Let's go. But yeah, I'm just like really sick of this dumb bullshit where again, like, I did good work on Bolsonaro in Brazil, which again, the guy's a very cut and dry, like, dumb fuck, right? Bolsonaro, that is. But again, I love the shit that they publish on The Intercept on that whole front. But, like, to the idea that that somehow makes him immune to criticism for the rest of his life, I'm sorry. But, like, it's just so fucking ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. It's the most ludicrous thing I've ever seen in my life. All right. So I got like one more clip prepared. And my dad is named Patrick Leahy. That's cool. Is your dad going to be on TV in a couple hours? I got to hang now. I'm going to take care of that real quick. It's a small one, so I gotta be very surgical. Hang now, obliterated. All right. But my dad was CIA. That explains so much. That explains so much. Z50's father was CIA in the 1950s and 60s. That explains so much. Hello, hottest on the block. Hello, not me. What am I watching? That's a great question. I love Bernard Sanders, the junior senator from Vermont. It's all right, Sam. Are you watching the archives? Because my show has been pretty good recently. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to toot my own fucking shit or whatever, but the show has been very, very good. I feel like my show is just going to get progressively better and better and better until I die. Like, I feel like every single episode I do is the best episode I've ever done. I'm not sure, Guinea 20. I might cover that in the next couple days, but I'm not sure. Gonna dip. See ya, Jeff. So this next clip may be controversial. I'm going to agree with an enemy. And so I want you to be very aware that I'm going to agree with an enemy. However, my agreement is predicated upon this enemy telling the truth. And so if the enemy is not telling the truth, then of course I will be very upset. But again, I'm just bracing everyone for impact. You might get triggered. If you went through the 2020 Democratic primary, you will definitely get triggered by this, but I'm sorry. It has to be done, you know? And if someone's doing something good, you know, you gotta say it's good. All right, so you ready? This is gonna be my last segment, and then we'll do some chill question and answers, and then I'll log off. So, former, and I should say failed, Iowa caucus loser, Pete Buttigieg, had this viral video go of him talking about roads are not just for vehicles, they're for people. And now this is a beat I've been on for a while, right? I think roads and cars are some of the worst inventions in the history of humanity. When it comes to all of the damage on ecosystems, right? When it comes to all of the long-term damage that it's done, when it comes to the subsidization of car companies that are also awful for the environment, when it comes to the damage that fossil fuels have done, bada boom, baby. Fuck cars, fuck roads. Let's play this clip.
What's the biggest way that transportation has been permanently changed by the pandemic?
It's too soon to know for sure, but I think it's safe to say that our
I hate the way this guy speaks. Can we talk about that? Like, it's too soon to know for sure. But like, I just hate the way this guy speaks. But again, let's listen.
But I think it's safe to say that our old patterns of life, the 9 to 5, Monday through Friday commuting patterns, are not going to be exactly the same.
Yeah, and so how might that change what your staff does?
We think trains, planes, and automobiles, but what about bikes, scooters, wheelchairs for that matter?
Those are things you plan to pay more attention to?
Absolutely, yeah. Look, roads aren't only for vehicles. We got to make sure that pedestrians and individuals and bicyclists and businesses can all coexist on the same roadway.
There's been a lot of work in, I think it's Spain, where they're trying to convert major cities into being pedestrian only. In a lot of major cities, so you can drive through major parts of the cities, but big portions of these cities and a lot of other European countries are trying to convert to pedestrian only and trying to have 15-minute walking distance for everything you'd possibly need, like grocery stores, doctor's offices, that kind of stuff, all within 15 minutes of every home. That's what they're trying to do in Europe, and that's what we should be doing in the United States, right? All these cities with roads everywhere, I'm sorry, fuck roads, okay? Fuck roads. If you live in a major city, right? I lived in Washington, D.C. for a while, right? I fucking hate roads. I fucking hate cars. Imagine how much more land we would have for things like housing, right? If we just got rid of all these fucking 15-lane highways. Seriously, fuck roads. I fucking hate roads. So if Pete Buttfuck, right? If Pete Buttfuck is doing this, actually going to go forward with this, I hope to God, right? I hope to God. I fucking hate him, rat fucker in chief, right? I despise him for the bullshit that he did in the primary. However, if this is going to be what he does as transportation secretary, I'll listen, I'll boost it, and because, again, fuck roads, fuck cars, we need all sorts of eco-friendly modes of transportation. And just again, 15-minute cities is something we should aspire to in all major cities in this country. And I just do not like this guy, and I want to be very clear. He's not a good character. He's a bad character. He's a villain. But villains do good things sometimes. And I do think that this guy is a little bit of a, finger in the wind kind of a guy, there we go. That's what I think his thing is. And so if we just keep pushing him to do good things, I think that that's a good thing. So, I just want to say, I do not like Pete Buttigieg, but I love this fucking idea. And I'm going to hope that he holds to it. Because, again, fuck roads. Fuck roads. Just fuck them. Have you ever been in a major city? Have you ever been a pedestrian in a fucking city like Philadelphia? God. Like, can you imagine? Jesus Christ, right? But there you go. A broke watch is right twice a day. There you go. I hit roads with potholes. I don't know how to drive, so I'm not huge on that. I, Pete Buttigieg, politician, do henceforth and forthwith declare, most affirmatively and indubitably unto the ages, that I do favor bicycles. There you go. Yep, when's Infrastructure Week? Yeah, I don't have sidewalks in any of the streets. Besides, like, the major streets that go through my town here, there are no sidewalks. It's just ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. Roads without potholes are for rich people. Hell yeah. Why do we have cars anyway? Because people are too fucking dumb to just ride the bus or get on a train. Or just walk. And our cities are all designed around cars, so everything is so fucking far away for no goddamn reason. I'm afraid of a fascist coup in France in the near future. Yeah, I know Le Pen is doing some, in her perspective, good work over there. In our perspective, horrendous work. But I know she's getting a lot of steam and activating a lot of that shit. I live in NYC. Traffic is always horrendous. I bet. Should be only roads and nothing else. Fucking Zedfit. I miss my Corvettes. I had two once upon a time. 1964 and 1999. What the fuck? I miss my Corvettes. I miss them so much. But yeah, my show is about over again. I will be streaming the entirety of this impeachment circus today. So I do apologize if I'm logging off a little early, because I'll be back here at about 1 to 1:30. Anywhere, maybe even at 2. I'm not sure. But I got a few things I need to do today before the stream. And so I'm going to go ahead and do those things. And then I'll get on to the impeachment circus. And again, I hope you join me. It's going to be fun. I know it's going to happen during the majority report, and I know a lot of y'all are going to have to make a tough decision, but I guarantee you the decision is a clear one. The majority report does not interact with chat. That shit is evergreen. You can just watch it later. Keep that in mind, right? So my stream, on the other hand, I interact with chat. Right? I read people's questions. I love my audience, etc., etc., etc. So again, it's an easy choice. It's an easy choice. So hop in. Wow, it is like really fucking hot all of a sudden. I gotta take this fucking... I'm taking my clothes off live on stream right now. Holy shit. I don't know why it's so fucking warm all of a sudden. It was like fucking freezing last night. What's the weather? It's 17 degrees? Are you joking? Since when is it 17 fucking degrees? What the fuck? Holy shit. It was like... Yesterday I looked at tomorrow's forecast and I was like, oh yeah, it'll be 4 degrees. It's like, okay, it's gonna be cold. Now it's 17 fucking degrees? I'm gonna go walk around town. Holy fuck. I'm a member, so I can send IMs. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. 51 degrees? That is not vibing. That is, are you okay, Will D? Do you need water? Do you need air conditioning? Jesus Christ. 51 fucking degrees? Are you joking? Where in fucking America is it 51 degrees in fucking February? Holy shit. 32 in Philly? Why is it so hot in the Northeast? What, are you guys okay? Is there like a fucking like inferno? Like, is there an inferno going on through the fucking country? Like, what the fuck? Like, I know it's hot as hell here where I'm at, but like, what the fuck? Is there like a fucking, like a spinning ball of fire in the sky? 45 degrees in Tennessee? Are you joking? Oh my god. -7 in Germany? That sounds about right. It's been -7 here for the most part too. That's nearly melt. It is 66. It is not 66 in Houston. You're lying. I'm about to look that up. Weather in Houston. I'm about to fact check you live on stream. Nope, it's 19 degrees in Houston. This motherfucker just lied to me live on stream. Look at this. You got fog though. That's cool. I like fog. I love when I go outside and it looks like Silent Hill. Like, that's the coolest shit in the world. So again, we have a proven liar. A liar in the chat. Random has lied. They've been fact-checked. They've been called out. They're a liar. And this needs to be understood. I will not let these lies continue to propagate. This is fake news, what you're delivering in my chat room. And it needs to be stopped at all costs. And this is what I think about these lies. These blatant and smug lies. This is what I think.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. It's very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, where they thought about it, because whoever thought of that idea, I think, is in big trouble.
Which DM, Random? Which DM? 19 is still pretty dang warm for February. I mean, it's 17 where I live. It's fucking warm as hell. Of course I use Celsius. The fuck? It is not 66 in Houston. I literally have it on stream. It is 19 fucking degrees in Houston. Hello? Of course I'm looking at 19 Celsius. I'm an intelligent, fucking educated adult in the country. Or in the world. I have a lot of international fucking followers. Why would I use Fahrenheit? Why would I use fucking Fahrenheit? Hello? That is called American supremacy. That's what that's called. If you use Fahrenheit in the year 2021, I'm sorry. You are an American supremacist. Just saying. Just saying. I use meters too, by the way. Fuckers. Get exposed. Get exposed. Why would I ever look at Fahrenheit? Unless I'm using my oven, which doesn't have the option. $19 Kelvin. God bless Kelvin. It is not 66 degrees in Houston. If that were the case, I would read about it on the news. Like, I guarantee you, I would know if it were 66 degrees in Houston. If it were 66 degrees in Houston, right, there would be millions of refugees. Like, I'm just telling you right now. This chat just got punked so hard. Centigrade, as you'll find. I prefer to pronounce it centigrade because that makes me seem like I'm cooler than Celsius. Like, Celsius is okay, right? You get that, like, you know, SpongeBob Squidward meme where the eyes are closed, you know. And then it's like, you know. Well, actually, you can even go further. You can get the Galaxy Brain meme. Let me get a meme layout for the galaxy brain. Hold up. Let me get y'all a... Hell yes. Alright, y'all. I'm about to go in. You ready for this? Because I'm about to go in. Y'all are going to wish you didn't fuck with me on this stream. Y'all are going to wish. Y'all are going to be writing in your diaries tonight, I wish I didn't fuck with this bitch. That's what y'all are going to wish. You ready? Hold up. Just hold the phone. Hold the fucking phone. See, I have to like look up how to spell Fahrenheit because I don't even know how to... Fahrenheit. Jesus Christ. There you go. My meme is complete. My meme is complete. I have completed the meme. The meme is complete. The meme has been finished. I have won the battlefield. The meme has been complete. Oh my god. Oh my god. The meme has been finished. Fucking this motherfucker sends me a screenshot with 66 degrees. That's clearly photoshopped. You like, why are you sending me a clearly photoshopped screenshot? I just want to centigrade the white man. Hell yes, buddy. Hell yes. I say centigrade because Carl Sagan says centigrade. And I love Carl Sagan. Anyway, thank you for joining my stream. I'm happy to educate y'all, whether it be about healthy eating choices, whether it be about preferred policy mechanisms, or whether it be about how to actually read a fucking thermometer because y'all were just not taught jack shit in schools. But y'all have a good one. I just want to remind everyone, I switched from Fahrenheit to centigrade 2 years ago, and it only took me maybe 2 weeks, and I'm fine with it. So I just want everyone to know that it's not that hard to switch over, right? It literally just took me maybe a week or two, and I was good to go, and I knew what temperatures were. So just saying. Reminder, I just want to reiterate that one of the only countries that uses, or one of the only, I guess, territories that uses Fahrenheit in the whole world are the U.S. Virgin Islands. Now, I personally am not someone that wants to associate with, the Virgin Islands, but, so as a result, I have switched over to the superior centigrade model of weather and temperature reading. And with that, I should say Celsius, named after Swede Anders Celsius. No, centigrade is better. It sounds cooler, it takes longer to say, and it makes you seem like you have a big brain. I like virgins. I mean, there's a little bit of good material going on there. But anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're going to enjoy the rest of your day. I'm sweating, actually. I'm literally, I'm about to sweat. Look at me. It's so hot. It's 19 degrees. Right, so again, thank you for watching. I just tore this piece of paper towel off for a bit. I actually, unironically, my armpits are, I need to, fix this. So, Jesus Christ. I'm, genuinely, this is not good. This is, oh, no. Does anyone want me to send this paper towel to them in the mail? Opening bids are $20. If you want this paper towel in the mail, $20. Send me a PayPal. Give me your address. I'll get it to you. Anyway, with that being said, thank you all. Y'all have a good one. I love each and every one of you, and I'll see you again in approximately an hour and a half. Thank you.
Levi's. Just showing that my First Amendment right. My First Amendment right
Only
to not wear
really,
Levi's.
I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I've been wearing Levi's for 40 years.
They had a very bad
original
concept.
Levi's.
It was carried out poorly.
Yeah, Levi's.
And the cover-up was one of the worst in the history.
This is what I think.
Very simple. Bad deal. Should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up.
Levi's.
And they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it. Because whoever thought of that idea, I think is in big trouble.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down, that is not true.
No good. No good.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience. They won't come out and address Bree's audience, or Katie's audience, or Justin Jackson, or you. They are not accountable to us. They're accountable to whoever the fuck themselves. Let's not kid ourselves. As Chris Hedges taught us a long time ago, the people attracted to politics are the most mediocre of people. They're not your friends. They are elected servants. It's not fucking treating them that way.
The founder of the Proud Boys.
I hear Brownie is
I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all.
They're not your
He looks like a narc.
friends.
I mean, the
They're
Proud
the
Boys
people
have been
standing in
for a
between
while.
us and fucking
They're clearly
healthcare.
the same
They're
niggas
putting their
that
fucking
Antifa and
personal
Proud Boys
position
clean up and
ahead of that.
We're gonna talk
Don't
about that
fucking
stuff
forget
on
that.
our Rock Supreme. Very,
I'm talking about anybody who's a progressive in Congress who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote. All those motherfuckers who didn't show up today at our town hall. Every fucking one of them is selling you out. They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views a month, and they won't come out and address my progressive audience. They won't come out and address Bree's audience, or Katie's audience, or Justin Jackson, or you. They are not accountable to us. They're accountable to whoever the fuck themselves. Let's not kid ourselves. As Chris Hedges taught us a long time ago, the people attracted to politics are the most mediocre of people. They're not your friends.
The founder of the Proud Boys.
They are elected servants.
I don't think anybody was surprised by that
fucking treating
at
them
all.
that way.
He looks like a narc.
I hear
mean, the Proud
Brownie
Boys
is
have been for a
second
while.
digging in the background.
They're clearly the same niggas that for like
They're the people standing in between us and fucking healthcare. They're putting their fucking personal position ahead of that. Don't fucking forget
The
that.
founder of the Proud Boys is the Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all.
I'm talking about anybody who's a progressive in Congress who isn't endorsing hashtag the vote. All those motherfuckers who didn't show up today at our town hall. Every fucking one of them is selling you out and canceling you for their own personal gain.
The founder of the Proud Boys is the Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all. He looks like a narc. I mean, the Proud Boys I've been saying for a while.
So stupid.
They're clearly the same niggas Antifa. Like Antifa and Proud Boys just came about.
Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I don't take a position.
Levi's.
And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick. It's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right?
But you have to go home now. 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 But you have to go home now.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.